Hey guys, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, whichever applies to you. Welcome back. If you're new here, my name is Julia. I'm a contemporary singing specialist based in Australia, and today I am going to be reacting to another Ginger performance. I'm going to be reacting to their performance of Perennial. So let's just dive in. Oh, quickly, I did wind up reaching out to my extreme vocals specialist, and she said that she would be delighted to be a guest. So for now, let's just dive right into Perennial.
Dankeschön, Germany. Well, with the next song, we must say goodbye to you.
Okay.
But rather not goodbye, but see you next time.
This autumn feels like funeral to me, the longest song of grief, and not for what has passed, but for what shall last.
Okay.
Exhausted nature is so tragic and so eternal. Our world's spectacular sinners, ridiculous ourselves. Death throws us slowly, crawling to our toes, as the last lift is falling out the light.
I'm here with her. I'm just with a few candles on my breast, wishing opiate to make the landscape still the same. How long you'll walk, why I prefer to sleep a cold alone. We fix our eyes up to the sky to see if I said us farewell.
Okay, it's not as like I was sort of expecting it now. Now that I know that she makes those noises with her throat, I'm not as like freaked out, but I do find myself that I need to like move my body just so it's like you keep going. You have to keep going. You got to keep going with it, otherwise the music will roll you over. So I'm keep going with it. So, oh God, off the bat, what a front woman. Holy moly. Like, one of your jobs as a soloist, particularly if you're a primary soloist, is you are probably going to be one of the main focal points. It's just kind of one of the roles you have to accept if you're wanting to do soloist singing. Your job is to engage the people, okay? One of your roles is to be this sort of form of engaging entertainment. And she is... the physicality of her legs moving, her facial expressions, her physical interactions with the shirt, and then the way she moves down. It's just, that engagement there is just, that's awesome. And I can guarantee you people there will be feeling that, seeing her doing these things. It just inserts you right into the music because you can see her physically also moving into the music. Speaking of the music, the hit changes, like it started off really, really heavy. And then we have this section.
With a few candles on my breast, wishing opiate to make the landscape still the same. How long you'll walk, why I prefer to sleep a cold alone. We fix our eyes up to the sky to see if I said us farewell.
Like, she's syncopated, the drums have different hits at different times. Another person commented polyrhythms on my previous Ginger React, and yes, I mean, if you dig deep enough, you can probably find polyrhythms in almost any piece of music, but particularly ones like this, where it suddenly like has this movement to it where you can't as easily find like a consistent downbeat because the music isn't what's highlighting that. It's just every now and again they're hitting like a different part of the time. It makes the music so much more interesting. And they started heavy and then they went into that. She's syncopated. She's syncopated within those beats, which are already kind of syncopated because there's different times involved. Like, Awesome, awesome music. Her switch between the growl / scream, I'm not sure of the names yet, but I will certainly try to break these down with my colleague once we are able to actually meet up in person to film. So I'm not going to comment on the things that I don't understand, but for now, just trust that will be coming. That will be coming. Anyways, physicality off the charts, front woman, vocals. I can hear that she's tired, but at the start she said, this is where we say goodbye. So I'm assuming that this is the end of their set. Generally, goodbye means this is the end, and I've been singing for a while now. So she's fantastic energy considering that it's the very last song. And we're just going to keep going because I'd love to hear how her voice interacts between that growl and then her clean sounds again.
Next time, so please come back to celebrate this festival of life that is now.
Hear that clean switch? Jesus.
This festival of life that is now.
And again.
All of life that is now. Today I reached the point of no return. Now cry and then die. Tomorrow I will need you with yourselves restored.
Oh.
Source of confusion, the reason of decay and disillusion, under permanent ties, we found breathless paradise. No, we're not dead.
So I'm hearing there's like a little tiny little second layer that's coming in through whatever the mix. I think that might be the mix that they used at the start when she wasn't using the mic and they was talking, which sounded really, really cool, by the way. I really liked that intro. It sort of sounded like it was about to break into this, like the epic part of like a movie, which I love dramatic things, which is weird because I also love stripped back things. Maybe I like all the things. So let's talk about her clean sounds just a touch. So when she was doing a little bit more of those fuller sounds, there were times where it did feel like she was using some external engagement to sort of get the sound out. Now that's not the end of the world. It generally will come about if you're tired though. So again, it is what it is. Last song of the show, she's probably like, this is it, I'm going to put everything into this. And that's what I'm getting from her so far as energy into the song goes. But then if you listen, she doesn't push in that next section. The reason I didn't pause it then is because I was really enjoying the musical breakdown where it just like slowed. I really enjoyed the changes that they had in the music. And then she's suddenly in this.
Of mass destruction.
That beautiful vowel that she switched to. Ah, da, 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 da. Really nice and open. Oh, gosh.
Hear the name of total reconstruction.
Those dynamic changes just really creating that feeling of the, you know what I mean. You know what this means. If you don't, I'm sorry. I have no other way to describe what it is. The dynamic movement lifts you from within as well. You want to follow her voice. That's kind of what I meant, I guess.
My biggest source of confusion, the reason of decay and disillusion.
That other line I can really hear there.
We found breathless paradise. No, we're not dead. No, you're not dead. Just enjoying coma.
physicality is amazing. Like that movement through her body, if she was stiff, it would also show up in her voice. The voice is a very dynamic instrument. The moment you try to hold it or grip it or keep it still, things can start to go wrong. If it is moving and it is fluid, even if you're singing things that are perhaps a little harsh, like what she had to do when she was ascending in that previous section.
Enjoying cold mind.
Okay, so that section there, not the most open sound, but she managed it, and I think that the quality she went for is exactly what she wanted because it matches the music, adds that layer of intensity to it. I think she probably could have achieved that with just a touch more, she could have opened it just ever so slightly, but I mean, I'm being real nitpicky here. This is fantastic. And then this physicality she moves into here.
From the ashes of my rights, the new me will rise to you again. This is poetry of you. This is poetry of me and you. From the ashes of my rights, the new me will rise to live again. This is poetry of you. This is poetry of me and you.
Thank you so much, Wacken. Well, we've heard a lot of great things about.
Oh gosh. That last stance that she took, pure power. When she stands there, it just emanates power. And I'm not talking about the growl. I'm talking about her aura is just pure power when she's standing there. And it just makes you want to get into it. I probably pulled some really weird expressions because that's just how my face goes when I'm getting super into something. So hopefully it wasn't too weird. I'm sorry if it was. This is awesome. I really, really like how good the music is as well. I think I've already mentioned it, but obviously the instrumentalists, the other members of the band, they are keeping everything together so well. Every single change, it sounds flawless. And there's a lot going on in the music. Maybe that's why I love it, is because the story keeps moving in the music. We started off really, really heavy, and then we went through so many different either time or texture or dynamic, and it was just, hey. And then on top of that, these lyrics, I mean, some of them are a little scary, so I'm not 100% sure what this one is supposed to be about. But the lyrics here are quite poetic. And sometimes I did lose them this time in the growl, but that's also because I'm not used to hearing the growl as much. And then there were other times where it really, really came through quite clean. So I think that this is another one. This is another one that's just cool.
To summarize.
Great switches. Cleanliness, there was a little bit of push sometimes in some of the bigger sections, but then she immediately released from that, which, I mean, vocal choices are like just spot on. Someone left a comment that said she's had no training and doesn't warm up. For the first one, oh my God, that's amazing. For the second one, that's risky. I don't care how good you are if you don't warm up. That's like a basic vocal health thing that you should probably do. So to me, that's crazy in a different way. I'm sorry, Tatiana. The no warming up thing, I don't think that I would ever personally make that choice. I mean, maybe there are other things that she does that actually warm her voice up without her realizing it. Perhaps what she means is she doesn't do a structured warm up. Which, I mean, to each their own. There was another singer that I know who said that she never practices, but if you spent time around her, she's constantly singing, and what she meant is that she never has to do a sit-down focused practice because she's constantly engaging in music. She's constantly singing. She would improvise with the microwave beeps. Just crazy. Anyway, that is it for me today, guys. I hope that you enjoyed that. If you did, click that subscribe button for more. You know you want to, unless you don't want to, in which case, I hope you liked this video. Click the like button if you did. I don't know. Anyways, I hope you enjoyed it enough to subscribe. So if you did, click the subscribe button and the notification bell beside it, and more will be coming straight to you as usual. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you're staying healthy, and I will see you next time. Bye.